Hi guys, and welcome to another studio vlog. If this is the first studio vlog of mine that you've come across, welcome to my channel. My name is Kerri and I run a small business in Seaton in Devon. It's a high street shop called Betty's Books and Devon Art Supplies, where I sell books, art supplies and lots of products that are my own designs and illustrations. So this year in January, I restarted my illustration side of the business and I've started creating products again and illustrating again. It's something that I took around a 2 or 3 year break from due to sort of mental health and other reasons. And this year I'm getting back into it. So I have rebranded the business, the Artanddesignbykb side of the business. I have got back onto YouTube here, filming studio vlogs since January. I am back onto Instagram now. I am back onto Facebook now, and I started a Patreon in March, which I'm so proud of. I've got 6 lovely patrons. So who have I got? I've got Annalise, I have got Millie, I have got Vanessa, Wendy, Claire, and there's somebody else, Nikki as well. I'm sure I've got those names right. If I've got them wrong, I'll put something on the screen to make sure. But I'm sure those are the names of the lovely people that have supported me on Patreon, which is really new for me. As I say, I only really started in March and I wasn't really sure how it would go, given that I'm so new. I don't really have masses of followers on things like Instagram or here on YouTube. And so it was a real sort of concern for me that it was going to be a big flop, but even just having 6 patrons means the absolute world to me, and I've been working so hard on it. I've even got these are my notebooks and things here. I've even got a book dedicated to my Patreon plans and ideas, and I'm not kidding you when I say this is probably what I spend most of my time on now, because I just love it. I love having people to create for, and obviously I create for you guys and I create for the people that come into the shop and buy my products, but there's just something special to me about these people because they have signed up to look at my content, to find out more about me, to see all of the sort of the previous content that was already there before they joined. And it's just such a lovely feeling that somebody has gone out their way to support me, to sign up for a monthly payment. Obviously you can sign up and sort of unsubscribe at any time. So with Patreon, if you don't know how it works, it's like a subscription service, and so you can choose whichever tier that you want to go on, which has different like benefits. So I have like a moon glow tier where you get like happy mail in the post, like 1 or 2 small envelope size items, and then I have the Little Jewels surprise box, which is those moon glow items plus extra surprises with the same sort of theme. So say for example you wanted to sign up for that 1 month on the Little Jewels tier and get like this goodie box, and if you're in the UK that's £12 including postage. So if you wanted to do that for a month, but then the following month you still wanted to be a patron but you couldn't afford the surprise box, for example, you could downgrade to the £2 a month tier, which is just like supporting me, podcasts, behind the scenes and digital downloads and printables and things. Or you could go for the Moonglow tier if you still wanted to get something in the post. The Moonglow tier so that you're getting something in the post, but it's like something thin that fits in an envelope so that that postage cost comes right down for me. So that could be this month. It's this month in April, it was a postcard and a holographic sticker. So I did 2 items. In May, in the Garden Gonks theme, which I'm going to talk all about in an upcoming studio vlog. So in May, I've actually put the photo up on Instagram to tell you what it's going to be in May. In May, sorry, I've got hair or something here that keeps tickling me and making me go, oh, googly. In May, it is going to be a Garden Gonks theme. I'm really excited because I've worked so hard on this collection. And the theme is, as I say, Garden Gonks. And the items you're going to get are a little mini print, a bookmark, and then a couple of die cut stickers. So the most I've ever done for a Moonglow's tier before. I've only done a couple, I don't know what I'm saying, but the most I've done, and probably the most that you will get, is going to be in May, and then it'll probably go back to being like 1 item in the future. But I was just so excited about this Garden Gonks collection and launch that I just had to send more to the Moonglows. So you have until I think the 7th of May to sign up for that. If you want to get that, you can sign up before the 7th of May and then you'll get the Moonglows mail in the post. Yeah, it's so exciting. And obviously there are options if you are outside of the UK watching this and you want to get involved. There are international options for the Moonglows tier and the Little Jewels tier, but the Jelly Beans tier is open internationally, so you can join anyway. So sorry if you didn't want to hear about Patreon, but it's just a massive part of what I do now, and that sounds silly because there's only 6 people on there. But it really does mean so much to me and I'm having so much fun. It's really pushed that that creative flow for me as well, because it's given me a reason to illustrate. I'm illustrating again every night, 2 or 3 illustrations every night, or at least sketches that I'll go on to finish. And before doing Patreon, I think it was like 1 or 2 a week, just because I didn't feel like I had that oomph, that reason to be illustrating. Whereas now I do feel like I've got people to illustrate for, if that makes sense. I know it sounds silly, but I'm loving it anyway. And all of my books, look how green they are and coordinated. So I'm really on this roller coaster ride with my emotions at the moment, and I probably appear really quite happy and normal right now, but that hasn't been the case for the past couple of weeks. As I say, there's some stuff going on at home, which is sort of constantly changing and is making us quite sort of stressed at home a little bit. But in terms of the business is doing okay. We're ticking over. We have gone quieter in the past week than usual. I'm not too sure why. We had a really good half term and then things have slightly quietened down in the shop, but I'm always prepared for that. I always prepare for any quiet weeks. And a quiet week for me is probably like an okay week for some people. So it's one of those things. I think you have to have a mindset when you're running a small business of thinking ahead and always preparing for the worst, because you just don't know when it's going to come. I mean, who could have predicted being closed down as a high street shop in, you know, a couple of years ago? Who could have ever predicted that? That was never something anyone thought would ever happen here in the UK, and it did. And I'm just so grateful that I've always had that business mindset to plan ahead and always be prepared for anything that comes your way. In terms of the Art and Design by KB and my illustrating side of things, it has been, it's been ticking over. It's been doing okay. The Etsy shop, I've had a couple of sales. The website has had quite a few sales, which has been lovely, and it sells all the time in the shop. Like throughout the day, I'm selling my cards, my bookmarks, my art prints. Pin badges have been going really well as well, which has been lovely. And what else? There was something else that, oh, the notepads. Yes, the tear off notepads, meal planners and weekly planners. My local regulars absolutely love them, which has really been great because I launched another couple of designs a couple of weeks ago. I'll see if I can find them here for you and show you. Oh, it's really heavy, this box, but here we go. So this is one of the first ones. So this was my weekly planner with the turtle design on it. And then this is one of the new ones. So the reason I store them without sealing down the packet is because there is the option when you buy online to reduce packaging. And if you don't want the packaging, and then obviously I can take it out, but I like to store them in here to keep them safe. So this is one of the new ones. This is my Froggy planner. So I'm really happy with that one. And then that's another one of the turtle one. If you can hear noises, it's actually raining, so you can see the ceiling there. That's the extended part of the studio out there, and I absolutely love the sound of the rain. I don't know if you can hear it, but I love the sound of the rain on the roof of the conservatory studio. So that's one of my first meal planner designs. And then the new one looks like this. It's a fruity one. So I think I've only actually got 2 left of the green meal planner pads. They've been selling really, really well. And a lot of people who had never even thought of meal planning before have seen the one that I've put in the window, come in and said they've got to have one and they've got to try it. And then when they realise that there's, I think, 50 sheets, that's nearly a year's worth of meal planning. So each one of these pads has like 50 tear-off sheets. So if you think about it, it's a week's worth, so it's nearly a year's worth of meal planning, similar to the planner pads here. They're 50 sheets. Now, I know you might not always want to go with the same theme, so if you wanted, say, this for a couple of weeks and then put that one away in a stationary storage cupboard, if you've got one like me, and then change it up to do a different weekly planner, I know that's something that I do. Maybe that's because I'm a bit spoiled and I just have way too much stationery because I'm a stationery addict. So that's the planner pads and the larger ones. And then in another crate back here, I don't know how far across you can see onto my cabinets, there are the new notepads. So I launched this one a couple of weeks ago. So this is my new froggy one. Absolutely love this one. And then you will possibly have already seen, if you've seen my other vlogs, but there is the axolotl one. There's the dragons one. And, oh, there's one left. The turtle one as well. So those are like A6 in size. Tear off again, so it's 50 sheets you get on those. And yeah, they've been doing really well, which meant that I was able to launch new designs earlier this month, because the first batch had almost sold through on most of the designs. So I was really happy with how they were performing, and it meant that I could use my illustrations and designs to create some more. In my little sticker box here, this is one of the, so this here is something that I created today. I haven't photoed it, it's not yet on the website. But if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I have reached 800 followers, which is probably not very many at all to most people, but to me it means the world. So I decided to get involved in those draw this in your styles, which is a great thing for anyone creative who wants to get practice in with their drawing and illustrating and painting. Essentially, you find a draw this in your style. There's a hashtag, which is just the letters. Don't ask me what those letters are because my brain's not ready for it. But yeah, it's like a hashtag, and it's just like DTIYS. How funny if I've got that wrong. So draw this in your style, that's the hashtag, just the initials. And then you'll see loads of them on Instagram, and it will be different artists and illustrators and creatives who have done like an image, and then you recreate that image in your style. So I have done one, and this is the one that I've done. So this here is the image I uploaded on Instagram, and it's got like draw this in your style hashtag here, and then just like a little icon here. So if you're looking for it, that's where you'll find it on Instagram. And I absolutely loved the illustration and image. It's my owl, which I've had on cards and things before, but with like a new background, and I loved it so much I've turned it into stickers, which is one of the great things about having the Cricut machine. The not so good thing about having the Cricut machine is that it doesn't like to play ball all the time. I'm quite upset with it today because I was trying to cut some more sticker sheet designs. I've got like 20 sticker sheet designs that I've done and put together, and one of them I absolutely love and is really on brand with me, and for some reason it's cutting like the slightest amount off. We're talking like a millimetre, 2 millimeters, but it's just too obvious for me, and it creates a tiny little white border around some of the stickers that I don't want. And so I need to figure that out, because it's like every now and then it prints and cuts perfectly, and then the rest of the time it's just that few millimeters out, which is just really frustrating. So yeah, I do need to figure out what is going on with the Cricut machine and how I can fix it. What else has been happening? I have had different Happy Mail packages, which I will break up this long monologue of me talking with. So there was a Patreon post from Millie, which was a beautiful little art print. There was an order from, who have I had? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce one of them, so I'll have to put the name up on screen, but it was this amazing art print. I actually found the lady on, I'll put the tag of who she is in the description and here on the screen. I found her on Instagram, no, I found her on YouTube. Then I went to her Instagram. Initially I thought she was new, but it turns out actually she had like a different business, like a really successful Etsy business, and now she's sharing her art. So I initially thought she was completely new to sort of selling online and things, but got confused, and actually she has this really successful Etsy business, and then she's just like new to sharing her art. But I really love the artwork that she was doing and putting out there and wanted to support her, so I bought one of her art prints on her new website. And that is beautiful. I'll show you that one if I haven't already clipped that in here. And then what else did I order? Oh, I ordered a lovely bundle of stickers for my son and I, who are complete stationery and sticker addicts. We love journaling with stickers and things. And that was from Little Bits Creations, I think it's pronounced. I might be wrong there, but again, I'll put the link down in the description. That was a beautiful bundle of goodies. I'm so pleased with that. And my son was so happy when he saw these cute little characters. And they're such dinky little stickers. They're about this big, the sheets, but they're super cute, and we love them. So those came as well. If there was any other post, I will have filmed it without me speaking. I will have filmed like just the unboxing and things. So I will make sure to clip that in this studio vlog. I had some orders which I did some filming of packing, so I will have clipped that here and there in this studio vlog. And yeah, it's just, I thought I would come on and do like a more of a chatty vlog, which is completely different to the last studio vlog, which was sort of quiet ASMR, me not talking at all style. If you liked that style of video, let me know. If you really can't stand me talking at the camera like this, let me know and I'll just go back to doing just the filming. It's actually easier for me to just film bits and pieces through the day and then just do like a sound over to if there's any like people coming into the shop or anything. It's just easier if I then clip over some sound and things. So if you prefer that, let me know. I'll just do that and I won't talk anymore. But if you do like listening to me rattle on, let me know in the comments, because I often feel like actually one of the reasons why my channel isn't as successful as some of those who sort of started out the same time as me doing studio vlogs and things. I'm terrible for comparing myself. I do it all the time, even though I tell others not to do it. I just feel like either I'm really annoying or I'm not giving you enough value for your time, or there's just something about me that people are just not connected. I don't know. I'm judging myself a lot recently and doubting myself again, which is what caused me to give up for like 2 or 3 years last time. So yeah, it's hard because like there's this half of me that's really, really happy and confident because I've got 6 lovely patrons and my channel is growing very, very slowly, but is growing. And then there's this side of me that's like, just give up. Like, you're nowhere near as good as everybody else. There's so many people out there better than you that are doing, you know, illustrating and that are doing small business content and things. So why bother trying to do it if there's people out there doing it better than you? So yeah, it's like this fight between those 2 sides of my brain at the moment. I don't know which one's gonna win. Who knows which one's gonna win? Just help me decide which one to win by letting me know in the comments. And you can be brutally honest. Like, I'm totally big and ugly enough to put up with brutal, honest comments. Let me know exactly what you think of me and my channel and my content, and I will deal with it, you know? I will learn from it, and I need to know, because I need to know where to use my time. As a small business owner, trying to juggle, you know, 3 or 4 different elements to a small business, knowing where to put my time and my effort is really important, and I'm trying to at the moment equally spread it out so that I'm growing each part of the business at steady paces, maybe leaning a little bit more towards Art and Design by KB because it is just restarting this year in January, so I'm probably putting a little bit more effort into that. And also because I enjoy it the most, you know, illustrating, designing, creating new products is what I love doing. I absolutely love doing it. I love also doing this, sharing behind the scenes with you, sharing what I'm up to with you, showing how I do it and why I do it, and encouraging you guys to do it too. You know, I love all of this, but if it's not worth it and you're not enjoying it, there's no point in me doing it, is there? So let me know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop waffling on. If I've got any more content by the time this video goes out and is finished editing, I'll add it on after me chitter-chattering. If not, thank you so much for watching this studio vlog. It honestly means the world to me. It would be so great if you could give it a like, if you could comment something, anything. If you've listened right to the end of me waffling, put some fruit in the comments as an emoji so that I know you listened all the way to me waffling on. Add a fruit emoji with your comment, or just add a fruit emoji if you don't want to do anything else. But it'd be nice to see who actually listens to all of my waffling. Anyway, thanks again guys, take care, bye.